Whenever we belong to any club, be it spiritual or political, then we are squeezed into a box. We allow ourselves to be squeezed into a box, and that box has a certain method of communication. And in this particular club that we're in, we use this terminology. And if you're with a guru, the guru may, because he's a human being, will have certain preferences. He might not like other gurus. There might be a guru that he doesn't like or she doesn't like, and he might make jokes about that guru and everybody laughs because they all know that guru is phony in comparison with their master. And we have all these rules and regulations, sometimes unwritten, in the name of freedom. In the name of God, in the name of Christ, in the name of Buddha. So many rituals, so many practices. And for some, this is the spiritual life. This is what the spiritual life is. Trying to be like one's guru, whether that guru is Christ, Buddha, or some present prophet or master. Always trying to be like somebody else and trying to find the words to say that your target audience will agree with. This is common sense business. But in what is called the spiritual arena, this has no place. It has a place in the spiritual arena of materialism, where the church or the cult or the guru is trying to acquire as much money as possible. And so he or she will say things that please the populace. So the money can be brought in. So the guru can grow in success and power. And maybe the populace have got so sick and tired of hearing one particular story, they're just ready now for the next teaching, the next diatribe, the next pointer, whatever it might be. Spiritual life, what does that mean? I remember seeing a group of monks, Buddhist monks. They were some branch of Buddhism, and they didn't like sensuality, so when they ate the food very quickly, so they didn't enjoy the food they were eating. And some guy perhaps interpreted the Buddha's teachings, or some person made this rule, this is how we do it here. And people prostrate to those rules and regulations. And when the company, when the multitude become big enough and powerful enough, then through violence they can impose their will upon the multitude, upon the others, the heathen, the infidels, the un-Christians, the non-Buddhists, the atheists, the believers. We will impose our will. We will strike out and destroy their phony beliefs. And whenever we take on a belief system, whenever we merely just repeat what we have heard because we like it, and we repeat it as though we are living it, as though we have realized it, then all sorts of wickedness comes into this world. Jesus said the Son of Man has no place to rest his head. There's no belief in this world worthy of me, of the Son of Man, of you. There's no system that has been put together by man that is greater than man. Jesus said, the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath, meaning that these rules and regulations that were imposed about the Sabbath or the day of rest, this is man stuff. The Sabbath was made as a day of rest, of peace. Man is not here to be controlled by rules and regulations which are not the truth. I'm not calling for some kind of immature revolution, some idealistic fantasy that we can make this a better world, a brighter world. And I'm not saying that's wrong either. But whose belief are you buying? Whose vision have you bought? And what is life like then when we're not merely buying somebody else's vision, merely agreeing or disagreeing? I spoke to one of my students yesterday about UFOs, and I noticed this reaction in him. And whenever you mention a subject like UFOs, you either have people who immediately no, or people who believe, so there's acceptance or rejection. But we're looking at that which is beyond just that merely automatic accepting and rejecting. Some people always have a clever response, but in the face of death, your clever responses are evaporated. You must now face this which Satsang is pointing to, beyond the clever response, beyond like and dislike. Many of the teachers I've studied with I didn't particularly like, but I could hear truth is in them. Truth is being sent. And we could all make cheap shots and make fun of what the teacher looks like or his accent. And this is the clever mind avoiding the message. And we avoid the message in every way, shape and form. There was a post on Facebook, interesting post of Eckhart Tolle and Krishnamurti, and they were just having clips of one and the other, and it said on the post, "What do you think?" And some chap said, "Well, I love Krishnamurti to bits, but Eckhart can really relate the truth in a way that we all can understand." And I said that what is important is the message, and everything else is spiritual gossip. The fascination with personalities. So what is the message? There isn't one. There isn't a teaching. There appears to be a teaching. It is a sharing in this moment of what is presently arising. We fear the emptiness of ourselves and try to fill that emptiness with all sorts of beliefs, with all sorts of fascinations and distractions, with the latest guru or football team. And I'm not saying this is wrong. It is what we do as human beings, and it is quaint when it does not become violent, when the result is not stupid violence on behalf of your football team or your guru or your God. When you start to take it so seriously. What was said by that man 2,000 years ago, the Guru 2 minutes ago, that utterance that came out of their mouth, that living word, that cannot be destroyed. The living word of the true Guru cannot be destroyed.